The first thing I wanted to ask you about is your career during MMA as an Uber driver, because I thought that was fascinating. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, that history is coming for back to COVID time. When COVID coming, I rent a house here with my family, and we don't have fights. UFC close the gates, and nobody fighting. And then when we have opportunity to go to Abu Dhabi and I fight with Askarov, and I lose. And after lose, I lose my floor. I need to say to my wife and my kids back to Brazil because I can pay more the rent. And I back to US alone in the fight with Manel Cap, and I won the fight. And when I won the fight, after 8 months without my family here, I make a down payment in my house. I make a down payment in one apartment, and pay my green card, bring my family back, and then I spent a lot of money. In that situation. I have a fight schedule with the rival, and then no money. My money is I put in all in my house, bring my family back, and then I'm start to make Uber deliveries when I make my camp for fight with the rival. That's so crazy. And then I hope my ACL, and then I go fight with the rival after a long week, make deliveries for Uber, and with my ACL torn, and with the opportunity to fight for the belt. In that fight, I just pray to God to give me the chance to fighting and win the purse, and then I can pay my bills. And then I win the fight, I win the bonus of the night, and then I make my surgery in my knee. UFC call me, they say, "Hey, you ready to fight with Moreno?" And I just in the same day I make my surgery. I say I can fight. I need 6 months to recover my knee, and I need to say no to fight for the belt. That's the history about the Alexandre Pantoja champ. People can just see my goals, but don't see my bad times. But my wife see that, my kids help me with that, and that's make me hustle. That's something my opponents don't have. You can train, okay. You can train your jiu-jitsu, your wrestling, your boxing, but you can train like a hard times in your life.
Obviously, to get to the top of UFC, you need to be a phenomenally talented athlete like you are. But your journey is pretty crazy because right back when you were a child and you were just a white belt, you were beating black belts, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't finish black belts when a white belt. I don't say that. I don't say that. But like I say, when I my first jiu-jitsu gym is just adults, and I'm only one child in that group. And when I go training with a regular class with the regular kids, I beat everyone. And then why I say that, because in that gym, you just have like a champions of the world, Fred Paixão. He have like a 3 4 times world champion. You have a lot of good guys in that gym. And when I go to the regular gym, I beat everyone, something like that. But uh, I'm super proud. I'm super happy with that. Everything is happening like that. That's like a book, brother. That's like a book, man. I can read something better with my life. That's so crazy. Everything have one reason in my life, and I put it all together. And I think God have something wait for me. I need to give back some for all the world.
You talked a lot about God there, thanking God and all that sort of stuff. Is that what gives you the inspiration to get in the cage to fight for your family?
Of course, brother. And I like to say, of course, I pray to God to win the fight, but if something is not in my hands. If sometimes I lose the fights, and I'm okay with that. I learn with my mistakes, and I think that everything have a reason. If Steve Erickson won that fight in May 4, good for him. He prepared himself. That's his moment. I understand. God give him too much for me. I can understand everything's happy. But right now, all my day, all my energy is for go to May 4 and win the fight. Doesn't matter how. win, submission, knockout, points, split decision. I don't care. I train a lot to win that fight. Whatever how I want to be prepared for the success. I'm ready to win. You know, but I understand the God moments. I think this is something. Uh, it's good for my head. Don't try to fight. Don't try to fight with the God. Why you don't give him the victory for me? This is not in my hands. I can prepare myself for that moment, but like it's not in my hands. It's not I can do. I just can prepare myself and go to the arena, ready to kill or die.
And you've got this massive fight coming up in May. I think everybody's looking forward to it. You've got on such an amazing journey from childhood to where you are now. Could you tell me about some of your favorite moments, the memories that really stand out from this journey that you've been on as a fighter?
My best moments right now, James. I can eat everything I want. I can buy everything I want. I can, do everything I want. I have, I'm training the best in all the world. My best moments right now. But also, I think I see my history and I know, I understand everything have a reason. Why I hope my ACL can fight with tomorrow in that time. I know because I need to prove one more time I won the belt, and then I fight with Alex Paris and fight and finish him in 1 minute. I know everything have a reason. Uh, you know, and also every time I have people's helping me to that moment to come to that moment. Sometimes in my life, I need help, and God give me the help. And I never expect the help. I all the time I try to help myself, but also every time God have one people to help me for that moment.
You've got an amazing attitude. It's really interesting hearing all about your perspective and your views on fighting. When your career is over and you've achieved everything that you want to achieve, how would you like to be remembered as a fighter?
That's very important. I don't know. I just do everything I can do every day to be a better fighter. I really do that. I have like a good support of my wife. She hold me, and he gives me the space to be phenomenal. And I try to be. That's what I try to be every day in my life. Be phenomenal in the gym and go to arena to octagon and be phenomenal. That's why I want everybody to remember me like a tough guy, tough fighter all the time, and but also without the octagon. I'm just people's. I think realizing now I'm not just the fighter in the octagon. I'm fighting before the octagon. I'm the champ.